Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the Endurance Hour. I'm Dave Erickson, and I was approached by a company called SUMARPO.com in February of 2022, and they wanted to partner with me to do some sort of promotion about their wetsuits. And I was interested in it because I'm looking for a wetsuit that fits better or gives me more space around my chest, my shoulders, and doesn't constrict me so much. So I said, okay, I'll agree to receive your wetsuit. I'll test it out, and then I will put together a video review or recap on how it worked out for me. Nice little trade there, no money exchange, just a product with an honest review. And here it is. I swam with it today. There are some pros and cons to this one. If you go to sumopro.com, you go under triathlon and then wetsuits, and you'll find the one I have here. This is, they call the world's first 100% eco-friendly triathlon wetsuit provider. SUMARPO SPORTS has done the best to guarantee top performance as well as the highest quality fabrics to offer you the fastest and the most flexible triathlon wetsuits on the planet. They've got Enjoy, Race, Vanguard, and Victory, and they are broken down by buoyancy, speed, and thermo. They have a chart here, which I'll put on screen. You can see the differences in what each of these different brands or trims offer you. I got the Victory. It looked like based on the size and stuff, it might be a good one for me. So men's Victory Eco Wetsuit retails for $780. So I put it on after a quick little warm up at the YMCA. A little tight around the wrist. That is one of the downsides that I noticed with this one, but the positives of having a tight wrist is it keeps the water from entering, and of course it keeps you suctioned around that area so there's no leakage. It was fairly easy to get on around the ankles up to the waistline, and surprisingly plenty of room for me. I wear a size large. They have from small, SM, ST, M, MT, ML, L, and X large. For that, and they have a size chart too. So I got this on, I put it over my shoulders, got it on. One other little downside, there's three downsides that I found of this, but the positives outweigh the downside, was the tight wrists. In fact, I had to take my watch off to put this on over my wrist. The second one, and I know to pull from the fingertips, not use your fingernails when you're pulling up the wetsuit to tighten it, but I've got a couple of little tears already in the forearm areas of the wetsuit. So I was a little surprised on that. I didn't think I was pulling that hard, so maybe it was my fault. Maybe it was just a fresh wetsuit. I'm not quite sure. There were no other tears around the thighs or legs, so it was just around the forearm areas, which I can deal with right now. The third area of concern was a loose neck. I noticed a lot of water going in there. Now, I'm not going to completely say it's the wetsuit's fault. I had a guy help me put it on, at least help zip it up from behind, and then he Velcroed the back of it. And I had no scratching either. I mean, a lot of people are concerned about that. I have been concerned about in the past of the scratching when you're making your breathing left and right, of some of that Velcro scratch your neck, and you've got that rash afterwards, the stings when you put the sunscreen on after your bike and so on. No scratches. It was a nice, clean feel around the neck, but I'm not sure if he didn't put it tight enough or it's actually a little bit loose. But it was comfortable, so there's a positive there. It felt loose because a lot of water. I felt water getting into my body more than I was comfortable getting normally. So I'm not sure if it was a loose fit on his part or if it was a loose neck, but that was my first impressions. Otherwise, it was super comfortable around the chest and shoulders and arms. I've been having some issues with breathing and it being too tight with a size smaller in a different brand. So when I saw this one, I saw the opportunity to test it out, and based on their thickness, some of the features, and so on, I thought, yes, I want to try it out and see if it's better than what I've used in the past. And you should see the forearm stickiness on this thing. Let me see if I can pull this up here. The features they have on the wrist line area. They call it a groove-shaped paddle. Here's their description. It's definitely necessary to eliminate water turbulence in the stroke phase. So we adapt a large, unique water wing catch panel, allowing you to complete the paddling action faster and thus swim faster. And this has a great grip to it. I'm guessing based on how it's designed that it's going to help you pull the water a little bit more so than without it. I kind of like this concept and the grip to it. It's got a great texture to it. So that's a huge positive. They do say there's neck comfort in here, a single layer SCS neck and enhanced smooth SQ slip, which is a trademark, keeps the neckline closely fit but no pressure. increases comfort, and stops chafing. And there's no chafing whatsoever, and it was super comfortable. They also have something called an SCS nano speed coating. It's a nanomaterial layer invisible to the naked eye with extremely hydrophobic properties where water can obtain a faster flow rate on the surface of it. SCS Nano can reduce the dragging effect of water, significantly increasing the swimming speed and protecting the wetsuit. So to recap, a little tight around the wrist. There was some light tearing initially, but that could have been my fault. And the neck was a little loose, but again, that could have been because of the guy who helped me on with the wetsuit. Otherwise, everything else was super comfortable, surprisingly good. I'm going to be using this wetsuit in my next triathlon, which comes up in about 3 weeks. And I'm very excited about using it, and it gives me confidence knowing that I have a lot more breathability and flexibility in my chest area, because the previous size that I had, more like a medium large, was just too tight for me, and I just couldn't get a deep enough breath. But this was so easy. It wasn't even tight around my shoulders, so great range of motion. So more positives than negatives, and they are all about being 100% eco. If you want to learn more about it, please check out SUMAPro.com. And you discover for yourself some of the things that may work for you. If this is something you'll be interested in, there's no discount codes, there's no special offers. It's just, hey, I tried it out, I'm sharing with you, I like it, I can't wait to use it, and it might be one of those go-to wetsuits for me in the near future. Thanks for watching. Again, all the links are in the description below to learn more about it.